live. Okay, so now we're live on both platforms. Okay, bring the game back up. Yeah, I'm going to do this. And in honor of him winning Bristol Dirt, I'm going to do this. I said I was going to do this, and I'm going to attempt it. 100% Martinsville. Qualifying championship difficulty. 500 laps times 2 wear. Full flags and full damage. Now, if I DNF, depending on when I DNF, we may have to restart it. I think once I reach the halfway point, I'll consider it official from that point. So let's do this. I want Martinsville. I wanted to do this. I said I was going to do this, and I'm going to do this. We'll see how long we last. That's going to be the question. We'll see how long we actually last. I am running the manual transmission too, so manual transmission, my assists are all off. Championship or champion difficulty.
Hey, today's the day, man. Let's show them boys what we got.
Also, no setup. I'm basically going to be adjusting the car as I go to add somewhat to the difficulty of this. I'm trying to do this on default setup. I'm probably going to start last, but we'll see. It's going to be out trying to survive, you know. It's like how everybody was trying to do Sunday night, trying to survive Bristol Dirt. Oh, I'm gonna try to survive Martinsville. Who knows how this is gonna go? I'm interested to see how this is gonna go. Starting 37th. I'm on two times wear as well, so we'll see how well this goes. I'm doing this partly because I said I was going to do this. And the one time I decided to do it, I was too tired to sit through it. And I was like, okay. Now's the time where we're actually gonna do this. So let's see, who's on pole? Who's on pole, and any surprises in qualifying? Yeah, Little E. Little E's on pole. And Heart Happy. The Kid, MTJ, Smoke, The Brat, Brad K, or Super K. I guess you could call him Super K. Parody on his nickname, and you got Johnson, Hamlin, and Burton. Alright, let's give this a shot. 500 laps. Oh boy. 500 laps for starting P37. running as KB. I move my mouse up
Coming to the green, buddy. Coming
the
to
screen there so that's not in the
the green
way.
flag. Green, green, green.
Try not to...
Let's go to work now.
Oh, and already we're wrecking. Already. All I did was give David just a little bit of a tap. And we're already wrecking. I just gave Yolan just a little tap and we're already wrecking.
Safety crews are clear of the track. You want to pit, buddy?
No damage. Looks like it's going to be about 100. So we'll probably get about the quarter mark before I have to pit, so. Give me a second. Sorry about that. Got interrupted on a phone call in the middle of the middle as I'm trying to do this. So yeah, we're trying NASCAR The Game 2013 Martinsville. Didn't even make it lap 1 before I got a caution, so. And right now we're 30, basically I'm where I started.
Don't make a move. You gotta do it quick. Let's do it on this restart.
Alright. Back to this. Hopefully I don't do the same thing I just did, you know?
Closing on your outside.
You don't need two well,
Three
maybe
wide,
not.
3 wide. You're in the middle. Come on, man. Keep that momentum. Keep that momentum.
I was gonna say, I did need 2 cautions in the first 3 laps.
At your door on the bottom.
Ooh, push, push, push.
R1 back.
Make a
Clear down low.
hole.
Looking high. He's coming on the outside. 1 up top.
There we go.
Clear right side.
And start making a couple of moves up here.
At your door up top.
Where's that? Kenseth. Junior.
Great lap, buddy.
Junior
That was in the
leads. And we just ran the fastest lap of the
At your
race.
door. Up top,
Ooh.
at your door.
Set that one in high.
Car up top, just looking. Car outside, at your door. High side's clear. There's 5-second gap between you and the
When I
leader.
played these games like this was always my standard viewpoint,
Got a car
was
behind.
being right on the roof cam.
Doing great, man.
It's what I'm used to. But again, on champion difficulty, so champion difficulty default setup, so who knows how this is gonna go. Especially trying to run all 500 laps.
Car approaching low. Got one working the top. Car up high.
Sit
3
that
wide.
one. 3
2
wide.
outside.
And the inside of the 7.
Car up top. Right's clear. Go to the low side. Car outside. He's coming low. Car high.
Just gotta take my time right now. Gotta have patience.
Car approaching high. High side.
Doing pretty good since we started 37th, other than me driving through David Gilliland on the start. Almost driving through Josh. Or
3 wide.
driving
2
through Joshua
outside.
Heiss. Ooh, I got a little tight
Go low,
there.
go low. Car up high.
Actually been pretty calm so far.
Right's
Ooh,
all clear,
get
bud.
loose. Ooh, Ambrose.
Car high.
Ooh, Mark got sideways. Ooh, I got into Trevor. No, don't spin, don't spin, don't spin.
Whoa, close
Oh.
call. Great save, man.
I saved it.
That's not cool.
Nobody got lucky behind me though, but I saved it.
Car tucked in behind you. Car at your door, down
Ooh,
low.
I know I
at
gotta
your
give him
door.
room, but at the same time, I'm so tight.
One down low.
I don't want to be on the top side, but I may have to go here.
Go to the high side.
This is until I can get a
5
place
second gap
back in
between you and the
line.
leader. Low
There we
side's
go.
Clear.
Get back to the inside. Oh,
Car on
Casey.
the bottom, 3 back. Like we said today, nice and smooth. Stay focused.
There we go. Not, Clint didn't get off that corner at all. Ooh, loose, 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 loose.
One on the
Clint.
bottom.
Oh,
3 wide.
oh
3 wide.
boy,
You're in the
not
middle.
good.
One
Okay,
inside.
I'm good. I'm okay.
Still inside.
I'm okay.
Coming on the high side. Stay there, you're good. Right's clear.
There we are on the outside.
Car down
Casey,
low.
don't do that.
Still down low.
I'm gonna get a good launch off this corner if I can.
Car
God
inside
damn
you.
it, Casey.
Low side.
I'd be a lot better off if they didn't slide in front of me off the corner. I could keep that momentum on the high side, but they slide in front of me and it's creating a bit of a roadblock on me. Ooh, but I sent it.
Closing on the
Can I
bottom.
clear Casey? Yes, I can. There we go, back to the inside. That's what I needed.
Go high. Go high. Inside.
Give Biffle plenty of room.
Put it on the left.
This is a survival race. It's all about surviving.
He's coming high. He's charging. Keep rolling.
Pass Biffle off the corner. There we go, just steadily start picking my way.
Watch your mirror. He's coming up fast.
There we go, we
We're outside
kind of
you.
got the curve a little bit. You enjoy a little knock.
Looking inside.
Ooh, up the hill. Oh, I just walled Joey.
We're on the inside.
We start running down Newman. Junior continuing to lead. He's led all 17 laps so far. Right side tires are
There's 4
getting
seconds in front.
worn out here.
Outside.
So far so good though. No damage on this
Outside.
car.
Clear on the outside.
Steadily trying to pick my way through the
Go down low.
field.
Outside.
Just ran the fastest lap of the race.
One outside. Clear high. Okay.
It's like I don't know what to expect with this race because I noticed that when Roots did his stream here, he had a lot of
Clear on the high side.
wild moments. So
Keep digging. Clear right side.
I know Bristol at this track has been, or Bristol on here has been a
Inside.
meme-worthy thing. Watching both Roots and What If do their streams from there, and me trying to do it on 15.
Far outside you. Driver in first. 2 seconds.
So I was like,
ahead.
okay, let's try the next short track. Let's try Martinsville. 100%, see what happens.
Far at your door. Up top at your door. Far approaching.
That's
low.
why I'm so-called titled this the 100% challenge,
Light's all clear,
because
bud.
100% race and
Far outside you. He's coming on the inside.
Jimmy Johnson,
Inside.
Jimmy and
Clear
Harvick.
up high. Far
Man, we are
outside, at
just-
your door.
It's not been as difficult as I thought it would
Outside.
to get through here.
3 wide, 2 high.
Ooh, 3
Did he just
wide.
do that to you?
Oh, we're 4. We're 4.
Keep
Come on,
rolling,
hold it.
keep rolling.
Hold it. Hold it.
Put it on the low side.
Okay, we're good.
Car outside, trying to get to your corner.
Man, Casey's like the odd man out. Kane is right now. Otherwise, you got all 3 Hendrick cars, or 3 of the 4 Hendrick cars. 1, 2, or were 1, 2, 3. So I decided we want to party.
Clear right. Nice lap. That's
Well,
the
we may
fastest
be
one out
leading this
there.
thing before long. Really getting really good drive off right now. And we'll take Junior for the lead. And the fans are going to love this. Me as Kyle Busch taking the lead from Dale Jr.
Clear here. Let's use it. Car outside. Back
Especially
your
after
door.
Junior basically
Right
led the
side's
opening
clear.
laps from the pole. What do you want before you catch the back of the field?
Running great, buddy. All that work's paying off.
Man,
Awesome
this thing
lap.
is just hooked up right now. I expected this to be even more of a challenge in Bristol. I did not expect this. Maybe it's just my experience of running iRacing at Martinsville and knowing how to drive that version of the track at least. Better prepared me for this coming in. I am going to have lap traffic to deal with, so. Not to mention anything can happen. This is a 500 lap race, so. Anything can happen. Just take it easy. You got about at least 40 laps. So about half the quarter distance, so about an eighth of the distance would be the pit stop window, it looks like. There were a couple guys that did stop under that first yellow, so
Nice lap, much faster.
we're just taking away lap times
Car out there
right now.
Whatever
Honestly,
you're
at this
doing,
point, the only
just
thing
keep
that's probably
doing
going to screw me is lap traffic. But then again, it's early.
it. One outside.
I'm even debating about whether or not it might help to downshift in the corner at all. Man, I'm just... It's on champion difficulty level. That's the weird thing, is that it's on champion difficult level, but it feels like they're on easy.
Lights all clear, bud. One outside.
I guess this will be the benchmark.
Clear on the outside.
You know, I'll be the benchmark test for what if in Roots wanna, if they want to try this. I'll be the benchmark guy. You know, hey, I'm doing 100% Martinsville. See if he can, you know, throw down the gauntlet.
Second place is way back.
See if he can replicate how I did it. Oh, and caution's out. Whoa, brakes. See what happened. Okay. Well, I didn't say this race would be at least meme worthy. I have no idea why they all just stopped. Let's see. So we decided to stay out again. No reason to pit yet. Still got 30 laps before you got to pit for fuel. Casey was the first that pitted. Scott Speed gets a lucky dog. All right.
Here we go. Watch those
Me
cars.
and Jeff Gordon on the
Jump
front
you.
row. Right? Was that? No, that's Harvick.
Car
Harvick
outside.
on the front
Back your
row.
door.
Oh, Kyle Busch and Kevin Harvick. Those are best of friends.
Hold your position. Awesome.
Granted, nothing else recently between the two
Okay,
of
make
them.
it count.
How about David Reagan up with now
Clear on the
second?
inside.
Reagan pitted under the earlier yellow, I believe. The first yellow. So he's up to second. And we got a really good race car. It's got to be the way I'm driving it. It just has to be the way I'm driving it is why we're so good right now. Because again, I'm basically on the default setup, so it's just the only thing I changed is brake bias. And I'm just and this is champion difficulty level too.
Nice lap. Good job. Really good.
Gives me hope for the fact that I may try Bristol at some point. Since my Bristol attempt after Roots and What If did theirs was on 15, it's like if 13 works good, I might try a Bristol attempt. And see not if I can better their showings. And so far so good. We're almost 50 laps into this. 2 caution flags. I took David Gillen on the first lap into turn 1. That was the first yellow. And then the other yellow was the field just stopped. Apparently Josh Watch just stopped in turn 3 and 4, and then the field just derped itself, trying to avoid him. Man, I pulled out a good almost 6-second lead on Gordon. Man, this is just so weird. Well, nobody ever said this game was consistent. Nobody ever said this game was consistent. As much as fondness as people look back on the older NASCAR games prior to the, well,
We can do this.
we don't
all
even get
day.
into the crap show that 2020 or that 21 Ignition has been. Maybe it is just my experience from running the track and iRacing that is making me run more of a consistent line, because my lap times have been consistent. Not really seeing a lot of fall. Okay, now I'm starting to get tight.
Yep, caution's out. Roll out of the throttle, buddy.
Third caution. The other interesting thing is that it hasn't been a somebody went around in 4 again. Oh, Biffle came down on Montoya. That was actually a very realistic wreck. Except for maybe those little hits at the end, but that was actually a pretty realistic wreck. Biffle tried to get back in line before Montoya got there, but Montoya was already there. We'll see on the inside. Couple pitters. Root him against the lucky dog. So far it's been just the 2 different leaders, Junior and myself.
High side.
At Green and Martinsville.
Car high. Stay down. We're up high.
Trying to run the full fuel run out before I actually pit,
Car approaching your rear.
just to see what the tires are going to do as we go. And yeah, my right side tires are like gone. I don't know how much tire I got left, but my right sides are gone. Cooking that right front.
No one's going to touch you out here today.
So far. Yeah, we're basically going to pit right around the 1/8 mark. Lap 75. Or no, that's past the 8th mark. I remember 125 is the quarter mark. So half of that would be 60, about 62 and a half. So yeah, it'd be just past the 8th mark. So far, only 3 caution flags in 50 laps. That's not bad. For what I thought this was going to be, that's not bad. Which means, I don't know, I'm getting optimism for maybe attempting like Bristol or Richmond on here. Got a little loose off that corner and got tight. I feel like the challenge would have been to put all the assists on and then see if I could do everything that I was supposed to, turning them all off. But yeah, I say this, and I still have 450 laps to go, so... I was really good on exit though. I mean, it feels like I could just, you know, I'm rotating good in the center too. I'm not locking up the brakes getting in the corner, so it's just smooth as silk around the corner.
Okay, let's use that clean air. Keep digging.
Right around lap 74 is probably where I'm going to hit pit road. Honestly, you don't want to make any adjustments right now. As much as I probably could make an adjustment or two, I honestly don't want to make any adjustments. The car is working perfect right now. Bring up my YouTube now too and check the comments on there. Maybe I will when I pit. Yeah, double platform stream, Twitch and YouTube. Yay! Have to catch the back of the field again.
Nice and smooth. You're way out front. Use that clean air.
I'll probably end up pitting under the next caution. If we catch a caution before I stop under green, I'll pit under that yellow. Because I'm so close now that it wouldn't matter if I pitted under caution. I was still way out of my window, that's why I didn't pit under the previous cautions.
Go low.
I'm actually surprised at this.
Got one working the
I
bottom.
thought this would be a mean level, you know, wreck shit show kind of race, but
Car inside at your door.
maybe Martinsville's just the better of the two tracks on this game.
Clear left side.
I wanted to try it because I wanted to see maybe if we could get some of the debauchery that we've seen with the Bristol 100% races, but Martinsville hasn't really shown that so far.
Outside.
If anything, the AI checked up once they realize you're there.
Clear right.
Wait a minute, AI actually knowing you're there? What a
Car
concept.
approaching low.
Is that right? I think it was Rudiman. Rudiman just got scared by Burton.
Car in front's heading to the pit.
A couple
outside,
cars
at your
pitting.
door.
Oh, my right front is like
Clear on the high side.
bright red now. Oh, nobody hit pit road. That's weird. Nobody hit pit
Looking
road.
low.
Whoa.
It's coming low. Move down low. Outside.
That's where they're selling.
Check your outside. Car outside you. No one's going to touch you out
We'll
here.
wrap
today.
some traffic here.
One up top.
Yep. One car on pit road. I did. Okay, now we're getting some pit stops.
Closing on the bottom. Watch your rear.
I do believe I think I'm the only car that
3 wide. 2
hasn't
outside.
made at least one pit stop in this race. Ooh, this is getting dicey.
One down low.
Dicey. Oh boy. Okay.
Got one working the top. Got one working the bottom.
This is hairy right now.
3 wide. 3 wide. You're in the middle.
Gotta let this sort itself out.
Clear on the low side. Car
If
outside.
we're okay, just gotta let this sort itself out.
Clear left side.
Trying to go into this mindset of
Not
just,
over yet.
I don't have to be aggressive
Cover your
here.
outside. Go down low.
There's
One
no
outside.
real
Those
reason
more
for me
tires
to
are
want
gonna
to
be
lap
better.
these
Might
guys.
wanna
I
consider
mean,
getting a
you
fresh
know,
set. At your door up top.
less than 10 laps from pit, and so
3 wide. 2 outside.
Danica's all over the place. So is Ty.
Car up top. Looking low.
Trying to put on a clinic, I guess.
Outside. Car
Ooh, no,
outside.
not rigging, not rigging.
Car inside.
Sorry,
Trying to get
David.
to your corner. Whoa, caution's
Oh,
out.
so much for a
Caution's
green
out.
flag pit stop. This race started with me dumping his teammate, and he was running second at one point in this race. Sorry, David.
Clean up truck, I'm gonna need you to go out. You coming in,
Yeah,
buddy?
we'll
You
hit this
staying
time. Go back into the hornet's nest.
All 4 tires are worn and you need some gas. And I think we can use a little more tape too. We're ready when you are, pal.
Everything's good right now, so I really compare what little damage we have. I really don't want to change anything. Make a slight wedge adjustment.
Okay, boys. Safe and smart. Here we go.
Two different leaders so far. Junior led the opening like 17 laps. Or charged from the back from 37th on the grid. So now we're going to have our first lead change since then, as Mark Martin will take the point. We came out 7th.
Great stuff, guys. Good job. In and out. It's all you now, buddy.
Okay, go get him, man. We're still one of the
There we
fastest
go.
cars out there. Keep hitting your mark.
70 lap 70 now.
Gotta get to the bottom. The
Wait,
leader's a
lap,
second ahead.
lap nice. This is the nice point in the race.
We're on the high side.
And we're on the team. Whoa, Jeff.
Doing an awesome job today, buddy.
Careful, Jeff. Careful, Jeff.
One outside.
The teammate way outside.
Car up high.
Oh, look at Kenseth go.
Car high.
Strimmy just got swallowed up
Three wide,
there.
too high.
Oh, Mark. Oh, shit.
Hold there.
Okay, hang on to it. I'm good. And that thing took off with me into the corner. It's like it wouldn't turn. It slid and wouldn't turn. Oh, no, I'm getting hit.
Closing on
Okay,
the bottom.
I'm good. I'm still good.
3 wide, too low. He's coming low. The driver in first, 2 seconds ahead. Car inside.
No.
Caution is out.
Oh, no, big one. Oh, poop. Well, remember what I said? It was still early? Well, I guess I wasn't patient enough.
Racetrack's clear.
I guess I wasn't
What do
patient
you wanna
enough.
do?
No damage, so we'll go ahead and keep going. But now I am back in the pack. Where am I? 21st. Yikes. Alright, back green. We start in 21st now.
Car on your rear.
The good news is I put a lot of cars a lap down there during that run, so I didn't have to start all the way back in here, so
We got this, buddy.
I guess that's a good thing.
Up top at your door. Car outside.
That wasn't good though. That was just a matter of
One outside.
everybody was checking up. I tried
Car
to
closer on the inside.
not let somebody to my inside, and I was trying to get back to the inside, and
Clear down low.
oh, no, he didn't spin. He saved it.
Car up top.
I saved
3
Brad.
back. Car approaching.
Oh,
Clear right side.
I think Casey Kane just put Hamlin in the wall,
Down low. Caution's out.
and the caution's out. I think Kane just put Hamlin right into the fence there off 4. Oh, Newman was slow and got spun. And they scatter.
I've got a cleanup truck and a vacuum
So
truck
we're in
out on the racetrack
14th right
cleaning
now.
it
Not
up.
going to pit this time. Stewart is now the leader. Followed by Kenseth, Jr., Montoya, Boyer, Gordon, Logano, Edwards, Biffle, and Stenhouse, the top 10. We are up to 14th. A couple of takers on pit road. McDowell gets the lucky dog, so now there's just 3 cars on the lead lap, or 3 cars a lap down. I don't know if I like necessarily restarting on the high side, but
One inside.
yes, sir, evil.
Keep a good pace. You're doing
Oh,
great.
Carl. Save it.
Wide, too low.
Oh, I hope I didn't get hub damage.
Got car low.
I may have. I don't know. I think it was Carl. Just sent it in behind me and just knocked me fire right up the track. Wonder if he was getting revenge for me getting into Gilliland on the first lap and then Reagan, you know?
Inside.
Ooh, no, I got sent. Bernard sent me. 4 wide.
4 wide.
Well, this isn't
Car
good.
inside at your door.
Oh, this is worse. This is worse. Straighten.
We're right out of that one.
Oh,
Leader
What is this, bumper cars now?
Inside.
I need to get my track position back.
Left side's clear.
Just like that, we went
Your
from
door on the bottom.
basically pulling away in this thing to running 40th.
Clear up top.
I guess I did spoke too soon. Or speak too soon.
Keep it steady. Car outside. At your door.
Inside 78.
At your door up top.
Start picking my way back up through here.
Okay, let's go. We gotta step it up.
I'm going to force Burton 3 wide. Oh, I forced him.
One on the bottom.
I sent him.
Clear left side.
Easy with the throttle.
Car up top.
Come
Just
back through
looking.
here.
Car up top.
I know there's a car up top spot. I can clearly see him.
Working the top.
Stewart leads.
Car outside you.
I'm just trying to get through this mess in one piece.
Outside.
There we go. Let's drive off that corner.
3 wide. 2 outside. You're doing it today.
There we go. Got good drive off that corner.
1 up top. Coming low.
Ooh, check up, check up, check up, check up, check up, check up.
Car up top.
Ooh, Carl's in trouble. Oh, they're wrecking.
Flag. Yellow flag.
Jimmy. Oh, even more mayhem. I don't know what that corner exit was. They all just suddenly darted to the right.
Racetrack's clear. Your road will be open this time.
No, I'll stay out this time. Yeah, we had some bitters. We're up to 25th. Quabble gets the lucky dog. So now there's just 2 cars a lap down. I'm on the inside for the restart.
Car 2 back.
We gotta slow down.
Outside.
See, that's where I can pounce on them coming off the corners. They do like this little back and forth when they come out of the corner.
Closing on the bottom.
And that appears when I can just
3
pounce
wide,
on
2
them.
high. Right's clear.
He's doing. He still has that left rear damage from when I got into him on lap 1.
You got this. Nice work, man. Go to the low side. 1 outside.
Is that Montoya up there running 3rd? He was spun out earlier in this race. He's running 3rd.
2 seconds ahead.
But again, I went for a couple spins and I'm sitting here 12th right now. Well, this has definitely been the race of comers and goers.
At your door up top. Still outside.
Stewart leading now.
Watch your inside.
Been kind of consistent there. We've got a good enough handle on the race car, even with the bit of hub damage I have on the right front. The car is still running good.
The leader's a second ahead. Go low.
It's just a matter of get the track position to be able to race back
Car
up
at your
here
door.
now.
Up top at your door.
Inside Joey, there we go.
Car outside at your door.
Biffle and Montoya, who got together earlier in this race, here they are running in the top 10. Junior, who led earlier,
Looking really good, buddy.
still up here.
He's coming on the inside.
Nice drive off.
Outside.
Well, it took us a little bit after the pit stop to get back up here, but
Right side's clear.
here we are, going back to the lead again.
That's my man right there.
Ooh,
We can do this.
Ooh, I got really bad send into that corner.
Clear on the low side.
Blair tried to took advantage of me forcing Stewart up to take over second. So okay, let's hope that this race is not going to be as easy as I think it is. Means I'm worried if I get back in that pack. We can run up here, no problem, but I get back in that pack and we're... Oh, shit. Oh, shit. No. Shit.
Get him next time, buddy. First is leading by 3 seconds. We can do this. Gotta keep focused.
Can't believe I just did that.
Carson's out.
I literally just hit the I literally put my car into neutral and spun it off the corner. You dummy.
Now I've got a cleanup truck and a vacuum truck out on the racetrack cleaning it
Why
up.
does it sound like there's a tick in my engine even though it doesn't show any engine damage? That's weird. I clearly don't have any engine damage
Stay focused.
because it's not showing up on the
Move for that start line.
indicator. I don't know why it sounds like I have engine damage though.
Move down low. Car outside. Car
That's
approaching
weird.
low.
I'm hearing a distinct tick in the engine.
Outside.
Damn, Junior. I know you want to get back up to the front, but you don't need to knock
Car
me
inside,
sideways.
into your corner. Car up high. One up top. Okay, behind you.
Oh, I got the towel
Okay, man.
got
Nice and
loose.
smooth. Nice and smooth. Right's all clear, bud. Car outside. Looking
Yeah,
low.
the engine's definitely ticking. I can hear it, but it's weird
Clear high.
because it's not showing any engine damage, and I'm not down on power.
Car closing on the inside. Car 3 back. 3 wide, 2 outside.
This is gonna be one of those races where I have a good car, but I got to be careful because if I screw my, screwing myself, so to say. If I'm not careful, I can screw myself. Ooh, Danica.
At your door.
Okay, I'm good. I'm good. I lost some track position, but
Car inside at your door. Car down low.
car's really tight though.
Really good, buddy. First is leading by
This is
3
where this
seconds.
hub damage is really gonna kill me, is in this traffic and as the tires wear.
Car at your door. Down low. At your door. Car
So far
underneath.
so good though. Okay.
Got
Come
car low.
around.
Still inside.
Name a check.
Low side's clear.
So get a little bit of a tick I can
Follow your
hear.
rear.
Okay. Pause it here. That's the 1/4 mark, or not quarter mark, but the 1/5 mark. Boyer leads. Boyer leads. We're trying to work our way back through there. Making progress.
Top.
After I was a dummy and shifted into neutral.
Coming low.
I was recovering nicely after making our initial first stop of the race.
Clear on the outside. Car outside you.
But so far so good.
Still outside. Right side's clear.
I've got a little bit of hub damage and for some reason have some sort of engine tick even though it's not showing any damage.
You're
So
doing good. High side.
I'll repair that when we stop next.
Car high.
Either way, so
3 wide.
Boyer
2
leads.
outside. That's my boy. Keep going.
Trying
Nice
to get
and
back
patient. The leader's a second ahead.
up ahead here.
One
Ooh,
outside.
I'll tell you.
Car outside.
Juan jumped sideways there.
Car outside.
Boyer Harvick. Ooh, Harvick. Really check up there for a second.
Come on. Let's get past him. At your door, up top.
Okay, cleared Harvick.
Up high.
And retake the point from Boyer.
You got this, buddy. You're looking great. Keep it there. High side.
So far so good. Eminem's Camry is just running on a rail right now.
Check your inside.
Very, very good running race car right now. Actually very happy with it. Haven't really changed it off the default. I thought going into this, the way Roots and What If struggled at Bristol in this game, that there was no way I was going to be able to go in on the default, and it was really going to be a challenge, but getting to the front hasn't been the problem. Or having speed hasn't been the problem. It's trying to negotiate the AI without the AI taking you out as you go through them. We started 37th, just a quick summary. We started 37th on champion difficulty. 2 times wear, 2 times fuel. First turn, first lap, I got into David Gillen going into 1, spun him out. Yeah, but the rest of the race has been relatively clean. There's been a couple moments in this race, such as the moment I decided that, hey, I'm just going to come off turn 4 and shift it into neutral. But other than that, at least so far so good. Feeling really good about this.
We can do this all day.
I think this one could be done with ease. We'll see. Like I said, the only issue is going to be when I do make my pit stop and get back in traffic again. That's what's going to suck. And hopefully I don't exit out of the game like I did with Talladega. I was going to do 100... The last time I did a 100% race on here was... I was going to attempt to do Talladega. And the first time I started, I realized, oh crap, I wasn't streaming on YouTube. So I reset myself, restarted it, got more than halfway through, and accidentally exited out of the game when I was going over to view stream chat. So this time I'm prepared. This time I have all the windows I need up, everything I need, so I can just focus on doing the race.
Whatever you're doing, you just keep doing it.
And that was the plan, was to come in tonight and see if Martinsville was going to be better or worse than Bristol if you tried to do it at 100% on champion difficulty.
Clear right.
And so far, me throwing down the gauntlet is... I know Roots and What If, I don't believe either one of them has done this yet, so I know Roots did his season race here already, which he won, by the way. Spoiler alert, he won. So I'm interested to see how I do here, and then kind of set the benchmark, I guess you could say, if either one of them eventually do attempt it.
One up top.
Now, if people like this, I may do more of
One
these,
working top.
because I like playing these games, and I miss doing 100% races.
Smooth your way out.
I used to do them all the time on the older EA games,
Clear right
and then I stopped doing them as I moved to different games and moved into different league races, not running 100% races, but longer races anyway. I feel like it should start a new series on this channel and just call 100%, you know, the 100% challenge. Just pick a track and suggest a driver, and I may try and see,
Looking outside.
try to do it.
Right's clear.
I just picked Kyle Busch tonight because Busch won, I guess, or is, if you want to say, backed into the win at Bristol Dirt on Sunday night. Despite what anybody else says, I really think Bristol Dirt was probably has been the best overall race this year, despite the red flags and the confusion with the rules under yellow. I still think that was the best start to finish race we've seen this year. You may disagree with me, I wholeheartedly know that somebody is going to disagree with me, but Coda's probably number 2. If I had to put a ranking together, I'd say probably Bristol Dirt, Coda.
One outside.
In terms of entertainment value, Atlanta would actually be up there.
Closing up top.
As much as personally I don't like that style of racing.
Closing on the bottom.
In terms of entertainment, as far as which is what was the purpose of doing that at Atlanta,
3 wide, 2 high.
was to make the race entertaining. It was entertaining.
Clear right side.
Probably then California, Daytona.
Car approaching
I think
high.
California and Daytona would be interchangeable to me,
Okay, let's
as
use
far
that
as
clear.
which one
Keep
I
digging.
rank above the other one.
Car at your door. Up top at your door.
Then probably Phoenix. No, I put Richmond ahead of Phoenix. Put Richmond ahead of Phoenix. Because we actually got to see a race naturally develop.
Lights all clear.
And
bud.
actually got to see the, tire management and tire wear come into
Looking
play.
inside.
And then Martinsville is the worst race of the year by far. Because nothing happened. Nothing legit happened at Martinsville. I even said that on the broadcast of the Bristol Dirt Race, that it's like nothing happened at Martinsville this year. And which is sad, because I honestly think Martinsville is one of the better short tracks. But nothing happened.
Clear on the high side.
And honestly, I think what happened at Martinsville was kind of the opposite of what happened with Bristol Dirt. Whereas the rain kind of
Doing great.
added
Nice and
more of an
steady.
element to Bristol Dirt. I think the rain washing the rubber at the track, off the track of Martinsville,
Right
killed the
clear.
racing there. Because they weren't able to develop a second groove as they would have had the rubber stayed there throughout the entire weekend. So I don't necessarily think it's the car or the track. I think it's just that
Three back, coming low.
because of the weather we had moved through, the track didn't rubber in. I'd be interested to see when we go back in the fall, if we see a different race in the spring. Should it be nice the whole weekend, the rubber actually has a chance to lay down at the track.
Car outside you. Outside.
There is the 1 quarter mark.
Car outside.
1 quarter through this race. I'm about 18 laps or so from making my second scheduled stop.
We can do this all day.
And so far, my biggest wonder of this race is being accidentally shifting the car into neutral while leading.
Outside.
So, the AI have kind of had a couple of moments in this race
Car
too
approaching low. Got one working
that are
the bottom.
definitely meaning worthy. One, I still can't figure out what they were trying to do. Did have one realistic wreck in this race. Biffle tried to get in front of Montoya, get back to the bottom, and he cut off Montoya, and they both spun. And honestly, it's probably the most realistic wreck I've seen on
Car the bottom,
13.
three back. Car high. Right side
Aside from
clear.
maybe the couple of cars bouncing off at as they tried to avoid the two.
At your door, up top.
Somebody's on pit road. I think the window is open for the next. The next window is open.
No one's going to touch you out here today.
But so far, so good. Not running into any issues at the moment.
Car up top.
Other than, like I said,
Right's clear.
the self-inflicted
To
issue.
the bottom. Car outside you.
Yeah, I'm starting to get into some guys that were leading earlier. Gordon, Martin,
Outside.
both had this race early on.
Coming on the high side. 3 wide, 2 high. Clear on the
Now
outside.
they're back here.
Car in front's heading to the pit.
Hopefully we finally can get a set of a cycle of green flag pit stops here.
Clear.
So far it seems like we got a little bit of a cycle prior to my first pit stop.
Car outside.
The caution that
High side's clear.
eventually led to me pitting for the first time.
Car closing on the inside. One inside.
So,
Inside's clear.
there's a wall. Hamlin gets around Harvick. Man, I'm about to lap Clint Boyer. I'm about to lapse second place. I can't believe this race has gone the way it's gone.
Clear high.
I really would have thought this track would have put up a bit of a challenge. At least compared to how difficult Bristol seemed here on this game.
One outside.
But I'm just running away with this, basically on default setup.
Right side's clear.
Now I say that, and as we've already seen so far in the first quarter of this race,
Whatever you're doing,
I could
just keep
throw this
doing
away too, so. That may be a runaway right now, but that doesn't necessarily mean that that's the way it's going to be.
Clear on
See
the
if I can
inside.
hang on here at least another lap or two to see if we can catch possibly a yellow. And people coming on and off pit road. I mean, I got all the time in the all the time in the world to work with here, so.
Outside. Slow car with a blown tire ahead of us.
Uh-oh.
Take care of your tires. Got a fresh set sitting right here.
Somebody must have blew a tire coming to pit road. Because there was nobody in front of us slow, so.
Car on the bottom, one back.
Somebody must have blew a tire as they were coming into the pits. Ooh, Burton.
Car in front's heading to the pit. Go up top.
Burton,
Okay, let's use that
almost.
clean air. Keep digging. Car's spawning.
So Burton almost made everybody who's pitted already pissed at him there. Uh-oh. Kurt Busch blew a tire.
Clear down low. Watch your mirror. He's coming up fast. He's clear.
Gotta see if I can make it as far as I can here. Maybe like
Check your
145.
inside.
Yeah, I think 44 is as far as I'm gonna be able to go, so.
Those tires ain't looking good, man. Better get in here and pit soon.
Hamlin might have taken over second. I'm not sure if they pitted yet.
Car outside, at your door. We can do this all day.
Push it back out there now.
On your bumper.
Okay, we'll come in this
One
time.
outside.
This is good enough.
Car up high.
I don't want to risk blowing a tire, you know.
3 back.
Got 30.
Looks like you're running on empty. Let's fill her up for starters. Let's take 4
I'll
tires.
take the
We're ready for you,
roll
buddy.
tape down. Go ahead and repair any damage.
Be ready,
Quick.
guys. Let's hustle here.
Off pit road.
That was our fastest stop.
Ooh, shit. It just launched me right into the...
Time to push that pace now, buddy.
It just launched me right back into the racetrack.
You just gotta be smooth and calm.
And I basically cleaned Robbie Gordon's clock. Sorry, Robbie.
Nice and easy. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Let's see, we got a good race car. The tick is gone. See if we can work my way back through traffic
Car
again.
outside.
Teammate leads.
Got one working the top.
I'm just barely ahead of
Clear
Denny
right
right
side.
now. Ooh, Montoya got loose.
Clear on the outside. Car inside, just
I
looking.
think I just tied my best lap of the race. Got
Clear
speed.
on the inside.
I don't know where you were
Cover
going,
your
Scott.
outside. Clear up top.
Go back inside.
Car outside you. We're
Ooh,
on the
careful.
high side. Inside's clear.
To pull off.
Car in front's heading to the pit.
Why is in trouble, or somebody ahead of him in trouble?
Clear right.
You know, Kurt had a flat tire during his pit stop.
One up top.
Ooh, I sent that one in there.
Watch your inside.
Ooh, yikes.
Low side's clear.
This is kind of the hairy moment of the race
Flat tire,
right now.
flat
I'm
tire.
just...
I told you.
Flat tire.
Watch out. Slow car. Blown tire. High
I don't have a
side.
flat. Huh,
Car
I
at
don't
your
have a
door.
flat.
Up top at your door.
Oh, he told me flat tire.
Right's clear. Car outside at your door.
I gotta be careful how hard I send it.
Clear up high.
And Tony back in traffic now. He led a good chunk of this race earlier.
Outside. Clear high.
Ooh, Tony. I don't know if he was just trying to get back to the
Clear up
gas or
high.
what, but man, I just ate him
One
up.
behind you. Right side's clear.
And Mark is a lap down now. He was up front
Car
earlier.
outside you.
And look at that wad up there.
Car in front's heading to the pit.
3 wide.
Car outside.
No biffle. Gordon, meanwhile, is taking the lead.
Keep a good pace. You're doing great.
I continue to work my way through traffic.
Car up high.
Trying to get back to the point.
Go low. Car outside. One
Edwards. Ooh, 3 wide.
4 wide.
Ooh, we're 4. Almost 5.
Right on the left.
That got hairy. Jimmy, don't do it. Don't do it, Jimmy.
Check your inside.
It's like I don't want to get idiot, Jimmy. Don't do it.
Clear right side.
Alright, 6 cars pitting. Oh no, he wasn't pitting. He just
Car in
giving up
front's
the
heading to
position.
pit.
Dude, there's a couple of different cycles right now that are playing out. Newman's now the leader.
Right's all clear, bud. Keep
So-
rolling. I told you those tires wouldn't last.
And get inside Brad here for 3rd. For 2nd
First is in
now.
front by 8 seconds.
Newman is the leader right
High
now.
side's clear.
There's me and Brad fight for 2nd.
Inside. Left side's
I'm
clear.
gonna clear Brad. Let's see if I can catch the rocket. Or as Moots calls him, Elton John. Which I think is a good nickname for Newman.
Clear left side. Car's blowing a tire ahead of us. Car in front's heading to the pit.
What's interesting is the top 3 in the running order: Newman, me as Bush, and Keselowski have all won at Martinsville. I don't know. Newman in 2012, obviously the 2012 race,
Car outside.
where
at
died
your door.
bomb.
Watch out. Slow car. Blowing
Kyle
tire.
in the spring of 16, and then
Clear left.
Brad in the first race of 2019, spring race of 19. Actually, he's won there. No, yeah, he only won there once. He was close to beating
Whatever you're
Hamlin, I
doing,
think, in
just keep doing it.
2015, the spring race in 15, but Hamlin was able to control his car out at the last corner.
Clear left side. Car up top.
And we're back to being the leader. Newman must have
At
pitted.
your door up top. We're on the high side. Closing up top.
Yeah, they must be on a different cycle. I think they're on a completely different cycle than I am, so...
Now you're clear. At your door, up top. Clear on the outside.
Jimmy.
There you go.
Kevin's now the number 2 man.
One up top.
There's Brad just in front of me. They're trying to work to put him 2 laps down. So yeah, they pitted. Their cycle is different than mine at the moment.
You have fun out there?
I'll say. I'll say it's not like this race hasn't had its entertainment value.
Put it on the left.
But,
Go down low.
ooh,
Car outside you.
I'm just kind of trying to drive away with it, I guess.
High side. Clear up high.
Then again, the last time I said this,
Car 2 back.
shit went to... The whole thing went to hell in the handbasket really quick.
And clear.
Sorry, David.
Go low.
The tone of his race was basically set from the very beginning when I got into him into turn 1.
At your door on the bottom.
Poor
Left side's
Gilliland.
clear. Okay, behind you. Got one working the
Ooh,
top.
we got a Trevor,
there,
Travis.
right
Ooh,
there.
come on. I don't want any damage. My car's handling so good right now. I don't want any damage.
Clear left. No one's gonna touch you out here today.
Don't want any damage other than worn tires.
Come on, you got it. One
I
outside.
just barely clipped the 6 going into that corner, and he got sideways. When he did, I had to check up, and it was near mayhem. So yeah,
Outside.
just because I have a lap lead on Harvick does not mean this is going to be easy.
Car on your rear. Car approaching your rear. Car right behind you.
So far so good. Oh,
On your
David.
bumper. Go down low. Car outside. Looking inside. Clear high.
I'm just putting on a clinic up front. The car's pretty good for
Nice and smooth.
being on
You're way
default
out in front.
setup.
Use that clean air.
Then again, maybe I'm just so used to defaults that I'm just driving it right.
Clear up top. He's right on you. Clear on the
Ooh,
outside.
off the corner. Nice dive, nice
Car
move.
outside you. Closing on the bottom.
Definitely not what I expected when I decided to do
Car
this.
at your door. Up top at your door.
Ooh, slid,
Outside.
slid.
Three
Slide.
wide. 3 wide. You're in the middle. Left
Okay,
side's clear.
off the corner.
Car in front's heading to the pit.
No, he ain't. No, he ain't unless he's covered in next lap. So far, so good. We survived lap
Doing
170.
great. Nice and
At least
steady.
170.
Second place is way back. Clear low.
Maybe a little past lap 200 when I stop again, so... Or have to stop again. They're pitting with a little more frequency than I am, so... You must really like me wearing the tires out.
Car outside.
171. Here's
Car
my
up top,
teammate.
just looking. Car in front's heading to the pit. Car up top.
Here's Newman,
Watch your inside.
who led briefly earlier. I definitely am interested to see the lap breakdown at the end of this. How many laps have
One
been
mark in
led?
the top. Keep digging, buddy. Not over yet. Clear on the low side.
This thing is just cornering like a dream right now.
Watch your rear.
Ooh, sideways.
Car high. 3 wide, 2 high.
Let's Inside the 17. Come on, Ricky. Ricky Spinhouse.
He's coming
Gordon
high.
back to P2 now.
Car up high.
Mears in the 13.
Lights all clear, bud. Car inside. 3 wide, 2 inside.
Corner
Car
nice.
front's heading to the pit.
Yeah, it's going to be about lap 210 by the looks of it. Or at least that's where I'm going to stretch it to. As close to 210 as I can stretch it to. Ooh, I'm starting to get a little loose off the corner. Ooh, way wide.
Clear left.
3 wide.
3 wide, 2 inside.
May regret going up here, but
Car on the bottom, 3 back. Low side's clear. 1 up top. At your door, up top. High side's clear. Car 3 back.
ooh, I got into Clint.
Car at your door. Up top, at your door.
You guys are holding me up. Trying to be
Clear on the
careful.
inside.
Jeff does not want to go 2 laps down. That's obvious. Oh boy.
Keep
Hang
right
on to
there,
it.
buddy. We having fun
Okay,
out
I'm
there?
good.
Clear left side.
Yeah, I'll say just a little bit.
Car inside, just looking.
Oh no, no, not the 93.
Caution's out.
Root him in, why? Actually, no, that was Quapple. Quapple's the 93. And that's the second time I've been around in this race. Actually, 3rd time, I think. Oh, Jeff Gordon.
Clean up truck.
Suicide into the wall.
That road's open.
No, I'm gonna stay out here. So Gordon gets away, Lucky Dog. Wise, Nemechek, and Burton pitted.
These fans are on their feet. Let's give them a show.
180 laps down. 320 to go.
1 up top. Clear right side.
Yeah.
Car underneath.
You can always blame the Rick Ware cars. You know, that's the default.
Clear down low.
Always blame Rick Ware if, you know, something happens, you know?
Coming low.
It's Rick Ware's fault.
Clear on the low side.
Actually, in a way, BK Racing was Rick Ware before
Use
the...
that clean air.
They were RWR before RWR. I still got a 1-lap lead right now over Gordon. Gordon got one of the 2 he's down, even though he was in. I'm surprised his car's still running. I thought he would have DNF'd after that hit in the turn 2 wall. Oh. This thing is so free. The tires are so worn, it's like it's free off the corners so much that...
Yellow's out. Going to
Oh,
caution.
caution's
Going
out
to
again.
caution.
Just back on the lead lap. Well, what if? There's only 2 cars on the lead lap. Myself and an AI. This has not actually been as bad a race as I thought it would be. Surprisingly. I mean, the AI have had their dirt moments, but... this is surprisingly not as been the shit show as I thought it was going to be. Well, that was kind of a shit show, though. And I thought it was going to be, because on lap 1 I basically...
Clean up truck. Are you clear? You want to come in?
I basically got into David Gilliland on the first lap and wrecked David Gilliland into turn 1, and I thought, oh no, here we go, this is how this is going to go. And it's strangely been the opposite. I pretty much junior led the opening 17 laps. I took the lead on lap 18.
Just keep doing it.
I had a
You're good there.
a brain fart moment where I accidentally put the car into neutral
Inside's clear.
and spun off of turn 4 while leading. But yeah,
Car inside. Trying to
I guess I'm setting the gauntlet for the Martinsville 100% challenge now for anybody that decides to do this. If I can hang on and actually get the dub. This is the gauntlet, you know. I'm throwing down the... I take the white flag and I strike you across the face. Because I'm a gentleman. The gentleman's challenge. The gentleman's Martinsville challenge. But I was just saying earlier that I should start doing this. Start doing, I don't know, we'll see. So far, I actually got interrupted midstream by a phone call, so
No one's gonna touch you out here
the stream's
today.
been going for an hour and a half, but that's technically not how long the race has gone, so... But yeah, I think this is, I'm going to start doing this now. Just people suggest, if people want to suggest either, I could do it by, say, you know, throw it up on Twitter, you know, suggest a driver and a track, and I'll try a 100% race on it. Start making it a thing. Call it the 100% series, you know. So far, so good. Gordon's the only... The AI's got weird pit strategy right now, though. Seems like they're pitting twice to my one time. So... I mean, we got a good race car. It is evident by the lap times we're running, but... It's like the AI pits twice for every time that I pit once. Even though I'm only on 2 times. So...
You're doing great. Nice and steady. Second place is way back.
Oh, cautions are on.
Caution here.
We've so far had, which actually isn't bad, 11 cautions, and I'm just shy of the 200 lap mark. So, again, this is completely opposite of what I've seen people who've done in 2013 on
The safety crews are clear of the track.
um,
Road's now open. What do you
what
wanna
I've
do?
seen from Bristol, which makes me want to. I think I have to attempt Bristol myself on this game. My Bristol attempt I did on 15. I haven't tried it on 13 yet. So I think that might be the next 100% where I do is maybe Bristol, just to see.
Car outside, at your door.
I actually do have
One outside.
the black flags and damages on,
Clear on the inside.
but
Clear right.
I have not seen a black flag yet.
He's coming on the
And
inside.
Gordon about basically, I hate to say it this way,
Check your
Gordon
inside.
basically Earnhardted the turn 2 wall, and I'm surprised he's still running, let alone running second. So, I don't know. Well, to be fair, what if I have not yet tried
Keep
Bristol
digging,
in this
buddy.
game
Not
yet,
over
though.
yet.
I just now got 13 working again when I try to do Talladega, so that may be the next thing I do after Martinsville is to actually officially try it on 13 and see what I get. I know 15, I far and away blew everybody away with the number of cautions I had,
Still the fastest car out
and the
there.
fact
Come
that I
on, man.
finished
Make it count.
dead last. So I think now I know Martinsville may be, again, it may be a false sense of security. I may be lulled into a false sense of security by Bristol being, or I forget where I'm at, by Martinsville being the way that it is, but there's only one way to find out. And that would be to go to Bristol and try it.
Way to go, buddy. You're holding the fastest
Man,
time
I
right
am-
now. Okay, let's use
Geez,
that
I'm
clear
a-
air. Keep digging.
My right front tire is like almost completely red, and I'm running the fastest laps
Car
of the
front's
race.
heading to the pit.
God, this race is so weird. I really would like to see somebody else try this just to see if they get the same result like I'm having, or if they get something completely different. Because hell, even the season race I did here for my 2015 season, which I need to get back to doing that, was not like this. It wasn't this smooth. So I seriously want to try Bristol now, because maybe it's just, maybe I'm just lucky. Maybe I'm just lucky.
No one's going to touch you out here today.
So far, we're past the 200 lap mark. Probably within the next 10 laps from pitting. And like I said, 11 caution flags, 200 laps. That's definitely not bad at all for Martinsville. I mean, it's more than the actual cup race had, but
Put it on the low side.
I digress.
Car closing on the inside. One on the bottom.
Hey,
Low
JSB.
side's clear.
What's going on tonight?
Car approaching low.
I know later this week,
Put it on the left.
I'm trying to decide when I want to do it. I do want to do an iRacing stream because they're at Dega this week. All three,
Keep digging, buddy. Not over yet.
the trucks, the Xfinity, and the next gen cars are all at Dega this week because with Dega being Sunday. And I want to
Clear right side.
get on there and do at least one race in each series more than
Three
likely.
wide. Two outside.
I did run an Xfinity race the other night, last
Gotta get
night,
to the bottom.
and
High side. Lights all
had a
clear,
good
buddy.
car early on, and I made the dumb move. I was trying to bump draft somebody, and I got a little sideways into the corner and hit the rear bumper into the corner, and yep, caused the big
Car
one.
inside, trying to get to your corner. Car underneath.
Oh, I almost jinxed myself there.
Car inside, just looking.
I think I did jinx myself.
Two back, coming
Talking about
low.
causing the big one and almost cause a wreck.
Inside's clear. Doing great. Nice and steady. Second place is way back.
Yeah, so far so good
Tag gauge,
here.
buddy. Be ready to dive in here for new ones.
Yeah, I don't know if Roots watches my stuff at all.
Inside.
What if? But I'm definitely throwing down the gauntlet here after this race. You know, you guys have to do 100% Martinsville now. We'll see who gets the better of this.
Those tires ain't gonna get
I
you
mean,
much farther.
I still got
Get in
half
here,
this
get some new
race to
ones.
go, but 11 caution flags.
Hit this
And
lap,
hopefully I
hit
can
this
win
lap.
this.
Don't
I
want
mean,
you
it'd
coming
be
down pit road
nice
right
to
now.
win it.
Looking inside.
Try to stretch it.
Car up high.
I haven't gone all the way to the end of the fuel window either,
Car inside.
because I don't know. It's been so long since I played 13,
Right's clear.
at least a long 13 race.
Watch your inside.
I don't know how far you can go on the tire indicator before it actually blows the tires. So.
Car at your door. Up top at your door.
Yeah, I need to rewatch the stream from the other night you did.
Okay, this
I was
lap.
checking on and off on it, but I didn't see how that one ended. Did you make the finish in that one at least, or did you have an early night?
Your tires are gone, man. We need to get in here and get some new ones.
Because like I said, I think that's my next mark after this, is to see if I can take on Bristol.
Put it on the low side.
I just need to figure. I might take actually Kurt Busch for Bristol. I'm running Kyle at Martinsville, so I'll probably take.
One inside. Cleared out low.
Might
Car two back. Still right behind
take the
you.
78. I was thinking about taking Busch here or Kurt for Martinsville, but I was like, no, I'll take Kyle for Martinsville.
Got a car behind.
He won Bristol,
Okay,
so.
hit this time. Hit this time. Okay, let's use that clean air. Keep digging.
Yeah, I gotta come this time. This thing is like gone, pushing, big time.
Clear left.
Be careful. On speed.
Alright, we're gonna do gas and tires. Water temp's cool. I'm gonna add a little tape. Okay, let's do this.
Yeah, very little damage. I don't care what's there. So far, still good though. I really have not made any adjustments to this car other than dropping grill tape. Which I'm shocked on the default setup that this car is running as good as it is. And again, I think it might just be the fact that I've run iRacing on here. I don't know. It confounds me.
Way to go, boys.
Back out.
Nice
Whoa.
pit stop.
Okay.
Doing great, buddy. That pit stop will make all the difference.
Yep.
You're a lap down.
So now I am a lap down, but I'm running
Car outside,
fourth.
trying to get to your corner. Got one working the top.
I
Clear
think
up high.
me, Casey, and I don't know who's running second. I think we're all on the same
Outside, back your
lap.
door. Move down low. That's a full second you made up on the driver in front. Way to go, buddy.
Me and Jeff were on the same lap until I pitted, so
One outside. Clear right.
right now I do not want to see a caution.
Car outside.
I like how I say that as I knock Junior into the corner.
You're on the outside. Left side's clear.
I do not want to see a caution as I knock somebody to the corner that could cause a caution. Why do I do that to myself? Why do I curse myself?
At your door up top.
That's the story of this race. Me cursing myself. There's Casey. Just a couple cars ahead.
Outside.
Jeff continues to lead.
Right side's clear.
I do not know who's running second.
Car up high.
I know Jeff's leading, Casey's third.
Clear high.
I got about almost a lap to Kenseth right now.
Watch your mirror. He's coming up fast. Clear, clear.
Right now is the time I gotta be really careful though,
3 wide. 2 outside.
because we're in a really good position right now.
One up top.
I'd be about lap 280 when I pit the next time, the next scheduled stop.
Clear on the high side. Watch your rear.
Right around lap 280.
Now you're clear. Come on, you're faster
Casey?
than him. Looking really good right here.
Second.
Lucky dog. You're the lucky dog. Race hard, man. Race hard.
Oh, David Stremme is. Hey, Stremme's running second. I know he was up there earlier due to some strategy, so it might be strategy again. Oh, I got into Mark. Oh, I thought that was going to be a caution.
Low side.
I thought for a second that was going to be a caution.
Clear on the inside.
Man, if I had controversy, I knocked Mark Martin around to get a caution to get on back on the lead lap. Ooh, Mark just got run up the hill by Bobby.
Car outside. At your door.
I'll put it back there. Jeff continues to lead.
Got one working the top.
And somewhere between me and Jeff is David Stremme.
One lap behind.
But again, Jeff and the 24 and the 30 are on different pit strategies, so that's why we're a lap down.
Coming on the high
Otherwise,
side.
I would be the leader right now over
One
Casey.
outside. 3 wide. 2 high. Car 3 back. Outside. Clear high.
Continue to just get through the corner really good.
Car
I don't know,
outside.
part of me
At
is
your
curious
door.
to try Bristol.
Car at your door.
I just haven't decided if I want to do the night race or the day race
Clear
yet.
right. Go up high.
Oh no! No!
Yellow flag. Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Why? Why, Biffle? Why? Not you, Biffle. Why? I liked it, Greg.
I've got a cleanup truck and a vacuum
Yeah,
truck.
we're gonna stay
all
out
right,
here,
clean it
obviously.
up. You want to pit, buddy?
So that'll I think wave us around because we did not pit while they pitted. Like everybody got waved around now. Alright, back green in Martinsville again.
There's a 5-second gap between you and the leader.
And now I am on the lead lap. I'm on the same lap as Casey and Jeff.
Like we said today,
Or
nice and smooth.
Strimmy and Jeff. Me and Casey are
Both
both
sides clear.
back here on the lead lap. Mark!
Clear up top. Clear down low.
Now's where it's going to get hairy. Because I'm in this whole mess of traffic.
Car high. Gotta get to the bottom. 3 wide, 2 high. 1 outside. The leader is 6 seconds ahead. Car outside you. Car outside. Eyes
Oh.
wide. Yellow, yellow.
Oh, Reagan just got snailed. Reagan just got sent. Alright, who killed Reagan? I think Boyer did. Boyer was next to him, but I think Almirola finished him off.
Clean up truck, I'm gonna need you to go out.
The road will be open this
Okay,
time.
that should put me back with... Yeah, that'll put me right back up behind Jeff. Matt gets a lucky dog. So I believe that'll put 5 of us now back on the lead lap. I don't think Rudiman's back on the lead lap yet. I think it's just the 5 of us. Jeff, David, me, Casey, and
Okay, come on, buddy.
Matt that are on the
Focus.
lead lap.
Get that back. We got this, buddy. At your door up top.
Okay, there we go. Good run.
High side's clear. Clear right side.
I'm on much fresher tires than Jeff, so I should just easily drive by him here.
Got one working the top. Car up top.
Strimmy trying to take
Right
second.
on the outside.
Only on NASCAR The Game 13 could David Strimmy pass Jeff Gordon at Martinsville for position. You get ever so closer to halfway.
We can do this.
He didn't
all
complete the
day.
pass though. Gordon held him off. Yeah, we'll see if we can log some laps now. We've definitely been the class of the field as far as best car, for sure. A couple of cars on pit road. Starting that cycle. The hardest part is trying to get back to the front after you cycle your stop.
We having fun out there?
I think Jeff and David are hitting pit road now. I know Jeff is, I think.
Car in front's heading to the pit.
Harvick's in. Harvick, I think, was on that group. No, Jeff hasn't pitted yet. He's losing time to me, but he hasn't pitted yet. Oh yeah, now comes more cars to pit road. Mark, Eric, Danica. And I think that was Kurt. Was the other car. It was either Kurt or McDowell. I feel like it feels like a Sunday drive, but I know it hasn't been a Sunday drive. It hasn't been that
Move your
easy.
way out in front. Use that clean air.
It feels like it, but it hasn't been that easy, and I know that.
Car heading to the pit. The tire's blown. You wore it out. Slow car
Flies
will
is
blow a
in.
tire ahead of us.
Uh-oh, that may be a yellow. See, he got to the pit, so... Uh-oh, boiler sparking. I think I pretty much just said that I was not going to touch that game. I have no interest in touching that game at all. Watching your experience with it pretty much said, no, I don't think I will. Which reminds me, I need to, before I get off for the night after this, I need to check out the trailer for Thor: Love and Thunder. At least I think it's a teaser dropped today, so I want to watch that before I hang it up for the night.
We're up high. Car 3 back. Car approaching low.
Jeez.
Car
I
at
haven't
your
even
door.
seen the
Down
first
low.
Sonic.
At your door. One on the
Which is funny
bottom.
because everybody I've talked to that has seen those movies
Car
says that Jim
inside.
Carrey is perfect in that.
Clear left side.
And I like Jim Carrey, and I like Jim Carrey movies, so
Car high.
I think it'd be my main draw of going to see it.
Outside.
I do remember the animated series, just
Still
never really
outside.
watched it. I remember playing Sonic. My cousins had
Car outside you.
the Sega system with it.
Clear on the
I
high
remember when
side.
I'd go to their house, I'd play it. I'd play Jeopardy for
One on
Sega.
top. Car in front's heading to the pit. Keep digging, buddy. Not over yet.
Ooh, hang on to it.
Car at your door. Up top at your door.
Well, to say this race has been lackluster would be not accurate.
Outside.
It's definitely been entertaining, although it may seem like it hasn't been that good because I pretty much looks like I'm dominating, but that really is not the case.
Go low. Go
It's
low.
definitely been
3
interesting
wide,
to say
2
the least.
outside.
We're rapidly approaching halfway. Again, only, what, 12 caution flags, I believe. Because I did have that
Watch your
one
inside.
where I got spun, so that's 12.
Left side's clear.
Again, 12 caution flags for about half the race
3
distance.
back. Coming low.
I expected more. I expected more. So, I'll take that as a win.
Car approaching low.
I think Jeff might be just ahead of me here.
Car on the bottom. 3 back.
Not in this group, but like further up here.
Go down low. Car high.
This is a lot. This is where I got to be really careful.
4 wide.
Ooh,
3
that's not a
wide,
good
3
idea.
wide. You're in the middle. Got one more.
Ricky, no! Ricky, no!
Goes out. Going to caution.
From the lead, Ricky, really? Damn it, Spinhouse. Spinhouse does it again. Well, that's all I need to liven things up. It's just to get spun.
Truck, are you clear? You coming in, buddy? You staying out?
Well, we're halfway. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an official race. If I DNF now, that's it. We have an official race. I will not restart it tonight. It's sort of my rule when it comes to my race, is if I make halfway, it's like, okay, at that point,
Right's clear.
it's an official race. If I DNF, that's it.
Three back. Coming low.
What's amazing to me is how much I've been able to maintain and pull away when I'm on more worn tires than the AI. That's what's actually surprised me.
We can do this all day.
I just say the Captain America meme about the "No, I don't think I will," and he says that we could do this all day. I should have said back to the crew chief, I know. Really sent it in. Really debating about whether or not to go back to Michigan this year like I did last year. I mean, it was fun. Would like to get a chance to see the new car there, but
Nice lap.
not sure if I want to
Fastest one
yet.
out there. You're doing great. Nice and steady. Second place is way back.
I don't think I'm going to capture lightning in a bottle as much as last year, and seeing my guy win, seeing Blaney win was like the icing on the
Watch out.
cake.
Slow car, blown tire. Car in front's heading to the pit.
Who's pitting? Oh, Hamlin blew a tire. Tell you what though, I started this at 8. It had to take maybe 10-15 minutes for a phone call. And
Okay, let's use that clean air. Keep digging.
to be at lap 260 already, you know, past the halfway point. It's actually been a pretty quick race.
Put it on the low side.
Hardest thing I've had is trying to think of things to talk about. Oh, this is going on.
I
So.
told you those tires wouldn't last. Slow car with a blown tire ahead of us. Car in front's heading to the pit.
Yep, the cycle started, by the way.
Clear on
So
the inside.
Pastrana had a flat. Ooh, Casey. I don't know if that's not Casey. That's Newman. I don't know if Newman was trying to get to the pits, but he definitely missed him if he was trying to.
Car outside.
Ooh, they really checked up on it too.
Three wide, you're in the middle. It's coming low. Whoa,
Caution's out.
Caution's out.
Oh, wreck on the front stretch. Oh, McDowell. Kurt's involved. Mark got a piece of it.
How's the racetrack look? You want to pit, buddy?
Yeah, I might as well. Remember to yell, I'll take the opportunity to do it now.
Alright, we're gonna do gas and tires. Water temp's cool. I'm gonna add a little tape. Okay, let's get this stuff figured out.
No, I'm not going to do any damage with it. Again, I don't hesitate to change anything because the car's been running so good. Wish my tire wear was a little bit better, but... other than that, I've kind of had no complaints.
Alright guys, we need to be smooth and fast here. In and out. Let's go.
He was going to beat me out. I know Strimmy was on the lead lap, so I'm going to be starting behind him. Casey decided to stay out. Yeah, Kenseth got the lucky dog.
Nice pit stop right there. Just like we practiced.
Like I said, we got a real good car here.
Alright, so now Casey leads.
High side. Doing an awesome job today, buddy.
These restarts are where I pretty much have to protect the bottom. Because if I can protect the bottom and get away on these restarts...
One up top. Car up top, just looking. Right
Ooh,
side clear.
Strimmy wants second. He's got it.
Car one back. And clear.
Give me just a second. Looks like Gordon got by his teammate.
Closing on the bottom. Clear low.
David Strimmy is running second at Martinsville. You'll love to see it.
Nice lap. Good job.
Yeah, I
Really
decided to
good.
borrow Ed Soundhead's
Nice and
line
smooth. You're
there.
way out in front.
You'll love
Use
to
that
see
clean
it.
air.
Oh, we're gonna start to lay down some laps now. I couldn't quite get into 3 though. I was gonna run a quick lap there and just couldn't quite get into 3.
The tire's blowing. You wore it out.
I don't know why, but it just almost seems like we just keep getting faster and faster as this race goes. Even though I'm not really adjusting anything on pit road, I'm just taking tires and fuel.
Still the fastest car out there. Come on, man. Make it count. No one's going to touch you out here today.
Maybe it's just maybe it's just a Kyle KFB thing. Maybe it's just the fact I took Kyle Busch. Like I said, the real test is going to be to go to Bristol and see what happens at Bristol. But yeah, I'm going to go old school. I'm going to take Kurt for Bristol. But I say this and I still have 230 laps to go, so it's not over yet. I can't say it's going to be good yet until I see what happens.
We can do this all day.
I'm amazed Strimy's hanging on there in second. Swan Racing, the 30. Yeah. Well, Martinsville races go by quick if you don't have cautions. Just in general, they go by quick. What's funny is you look at it and daunting, it's like, oh, 500 laps, oh, that's going to take a long time. And then you actually get into it, it's like, hey, you know, this is actually going by pretty quick.
Car in front's heading to the pit. No one's going to touch you out here today.
And lap traffic again. Until you're going to pit. Yep.
3 wide, 2 outside. Caution's out. Back her
Caution's out. Ness on the front stretch. As we almost tried to try 5 wide. Guys, 3 wide is bad enough at Martinsville, but 5 wide? I don't think 5 wide's gonna work.
Safety crews are clear of the track. Pit road's open.
I just started to catch the pack. So Kenseth gets the lucky dog this time. Second time he's got it today. Strimmy
Fast
pitted.
car's behind you, buddy. Gonna try to get the jump on you. Car outside, at your door. Car inside, trying to get to your corner. Stay on the bottom. Right's clear.
Jeff Reese and his teammate for second.
Car on the bottom, 3 back. Car 2 back. You're all
Yeah,
clear.
if only David Strimmy could have a race like this in that 30 car back then.
He's coming on the
Maybe he'd
inside.
still be in the Cup Series. The fact that Strimmy was bad is just he ended up at the wrong place when wrong place at when the equipment just tanked.
Digging, buddy. Not over yet.
He had a couple of decent showings in the Busch Series. Just never could get the brakes. Makes me wonder if he would have went to a bigger, well more established team and going to, well, I should say a better in shape team than Ganassi, how his career would have turned out, at least Cup career. Same thing with like Reed Sorensen. I mean, since Sorensen started out his Busch Series career like a House of Fire, I can't remember if it was 2 or 3 races he won in 2005 as a rookie. He was in position to win the California Labor Day race in 2006 until he ran out of gas. I don't think they would have made it either way, but they tried something different to put him in a position. He ran out of gas with a couple laps to go and lost the lead to Casey. Somebody asked me the other night when I was hanging out on Discord, somebody I know in the Discord asked me, you know, what do you think Sterling Marlin would have won the title in 2002 had he not been injured? I looked at him and said, I don't think so. Because what's, again, those that have seen all this, I'm sure, you know, videos that were done on it and people have done the videos, that Marlin actually had a couple of bad races, or bad, he had the wreck at Richmond, and then a kind of mediocre run at New Hampshire prior to the Kansas race. So by the time the series rolled into Kansas, he had slipped from the point lead to 4th in the standings. So I honestly don't think he would have won that championship. But it's hard. The big question is, you know, and that's why it's a, you know, what if, is because he got injured before we could actually see what would have happened. Because you figure if he were to take the same car to Charlotte that McMurray won with, you know, I think the question is whether or not he would have won that Charlotte race and got right back into the championship fight. Man, Kurt got into Regan.
Racetrack's clear. The road will be open this time.
Kurt takes out the former driver of that car. Brad gets a lucky dog. It's just after 10 o'clock.
Outside.
We're approaching the under 200 lap mark
That's
here.
what I'm talking
The
about.
200 to
We
go
got the
mark.
fastest car, the best driver. Clear right. Looking low.
Yeah, I definitely want to see the breakdown of how many laps I ended up leading in this.
He's coming low. Clear left.
I've led in chunks too, like between the pit stops.
You're doing great. Nice and steady. Second place is way back.
At this point, it's at least another 4-stop race, possibly 5. We'll see how it plays out here. Might also try pitting Hopefully we'd like to make another green flag stop. Out of stops. Because I like the challenge that comes with the green flag pit stop.
Yep, caution's out. Roll out of the throttle, buddy.
Caution's out again. 18th caution of the race.
Clean up truck, I'm gonna need you to go out. Pit road's now open. What do you want to do?
I'll stay out here still. Brad will get the lucky dog again. Sterling pitted, and I think there were some guys toward the back that
Okay, get
pitted.
ready. We can make a lot of happen here. We got a great car.
Alright, let's keep it going.
Car outside.
My teammate getting back into this now.
We're on the outside.
I'm basically trying to replicate the race from 2016 in 2013. Kyle and Matt running one too.
We having fun out there?
Yeah, I'd say so. Having a really good run. Let's hope we can close it out. I made sure beforehand that my controller was good to go for this, so hopefully we shouldn't have any battery issues. I can actually finish this, you know? I really couldn't do it, but honestly, I would rather see the physics of the iRacing, but with the challenge difficulty AI like 13 and 15. As much as I myself complained about the AI, especially on 15, they are challenging. So if they could take like the physics engine of like iRacing and then the AI difficulty level of these games and put it to a console game, you'd be set. Add the career mode of like the Thunder games, the early Thunder games. And you'd be all set. But I guess it's all about trying to make the... It's funny because you could use the... Well, it's all about making the bottom dollar. Well,
No one's gonna touch you
if you
out here
don't
today.
make a good product, nobody's going to buy it. So you can't really use the excuse of, oh, they're just doing it for the money. I don't know if that's necessarily the
Car
reason.
in front's heading to the pit.
It's like, how do you make money from something that's so bad? Although in the case of 21, it seems like it was the hype that caused everybody to be, oh, this is going to be the greatest thing ever. And then when it actually dropped, it was like, wow, what a turd. I know the game has its defenders, but I'm sorry, you lost me the minute that the game is not playable. The minute you have issues actually playing the game, forget
We can do this all
things that
day.
were added or dropped or anything else, but the minute you have issues with the playability, then you've lost all credibility credibility in my
Car
book.
up top.
The game should at least be bare minimum playable.
3 wide, 2 outside.
If it isn't playable,
Car in front's heading to the pit.
sorry, I probably won't ever touch it.
Car outside, at your door. Clear right side. Clear on the inside. Looking inside. Car closed
I
on the
watched your
inside.
stream. I've watched your stream and I basically straight up said, I was like, wow, this is what they gave you guys?
Car up top, 2 back.
I can't believe, and I said it from all the games that I've seen and played over the years myself, that is hands down,
Approaching low.
far and away, the worst NASCAR console game I have ever seen, and I just got engine damage.
Coming on the inside. Car inside at your door. Clear left side.
Well, that changes everything. Okay. That just changed everything.
Car outside you.
Holy crap, holy crap. I almost died.
Right side's clear.
You see, this is what I get for talking. This is what I get for talking and chatting. Oh, this is just a normal Sunday drive. Oh, dies in turn 4. Only me, right? Only I would do that. The only thing I can say I'm thankful for is that it is Martinsville, so
Keep digging, buddy. Not over yet.
hopefully we can maintain. At least until the pit stop.
Left side's clear.
I get another 20 laps before I'm gonna be pitting, but yeah, they just, well, somebody got to my inside, which usually seems what happens if somebody peeks in my inside, they knock me up the track, and it gets me sideways, and
Go low. 1 outside.
mayhem ensues. They either spin me out or they knock me up into the car that's on the
Car in front,
outside.
heading to the pit. At your door, up top. Clear right side.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely struggling. I'm about a lap, about a second and a half off my best time.
Car outside, at your door. Right side's clear.
So yeah, she's definitely hurt. I just gotta try to see if I can nurse it back to the next set of stops.
Whatever you're doing, you just keep doing it.
Just goes back to my point of I can't let my guard down here, because if you let your guard down
Car outside, at your door.
just for 1 second, it can all go away in a flash. I'm lucky I didn't DNF there.
Clear up top. Got one behind you. You're clear. Car in front's heading to the pit.
About a 185 to go.
Move down low. Clear on the high side. Car 1 back.
Tie.
Car approaching your rear.
Oh, one. No, don't get spun. And I'm spinning.
Slow it down. Caution's out.
Well, the caution I wanted, just not the caution I needed. I just basically sent one Cheerios car into the other one. Talk about a mixed bowl. Well, now I think I'll take the opportunity to pit.
Your road's now open. Cruise on the wall.
All 4 tires are worn and you need some gas. And I think we could use a little more tape too. Okay, let's make this work.
100% gotta fix some damage. But yeah, that was an entertaining couple of laps. The fact I nearly died in turn 2.
Get ready. Give me a nice smooth stop here, guys.
Well, that would have sucked though if I had DNF there though. After being as dominant as I've had leading laps and making it this far, that would have just absolutely sucked. Brad gets the lucky dog yet again. Bunch of wave rounds.
Nice job, boys.
At this point, I don't even know how many cars are actually on a lead lap.
Let's go get these boys.
And my teammate now leads. So now just take over the lead.
Go high. 3 wide,
If I
2
can
low.
get up this corner, there we go. I gotta be careful because I got fresher tires in the AI right now, so I should be able to get the lead back.
Clear on the left.
Just gotta be careful and getting back there.
Car outside you.
Ooh, Matt got loose there.
Clear up high. Watch your inside.
At least, I think, 2 more stops. I think I could do this race on 2 more stops. If my math was right. We could do this race in at least 2 more stops. Because this I'm going to take to about lap 388.
Nice and smooth. You're way out in front. Use that clean air.
The fuel average looks like it's about 80, so yeah, I think I could do it on 2 more. I just got to get back into a rhythm. In the clean air here.
Stay up top. You're good right
At least until
there.
I catch a lap traffic
Clear on the
again.
low side. Closing on the bottom. Clear left.
Still amazed I'm pretty much doing this on default setup. Right, I thought the default, I thought I'd have to be making adjustments throughout the race, but this thing has just been on a rail from the drop of the green. Didn't qualify good, but she raced well.
Okay, let's use that clean air. Keep digging.
Looking back on it, I probably should have done the true last to first challenge and actually just started 43rd.
Car in front's heading to the pit.
Got some bitters. Approach 175 to go.
Looks like you've worn the right tire down. Watch out. Slow car. Blown tire.
Oh, who's got a low one? Truex does. Take it easy, JSB.
Clear on the left.
Uh-oh. Somebody else is on a flat. Biffle?
Slow car with a blown
Yeah,
tire
that's
ahead of
Biffle.
us. You're doing great. Nice and steady. Second place is way back. Right's clear. Car in front's heading to the pit.
Man, the AI are literally running the wheels off their cars.
Move up high. Move up high.
At least the tread off the tire, for sure.
Keep high. Keep high. Clear left side. Car right behind you. Clear now.
Honestly, that's the one thing I haven't done in this race is blowing a tire. And I may have just cursed myself. Yet again. Add that one to the list.
One outside. Clear on the high side. Yellow flag.
Caution's
Yellow
out
flag.
again. Lap 20, or 20th caution of this race. Yep, somebody got, I think Menard got spun in 4. Yep. Tried to chop down on Gilliland and spun them both around. The SpongeBob quote, "There I am, Gary, there I am."
Is it clear? You coming in, buddy? You staying out?
Yep. Inside. Oh boy, everybody else pitted. Brad's a lucky dog yet again. Third time I've seen him get it. 169 to go.
Outside.
Or should I say 100 and nice to go.
Hold your position. Clear left. High side's clear. Car 3 back. 3 back. Coming low.
Oh, look at Jeff. Back to P2. One of the kings of Martinsville. At least in the modern era.
Bunch of mirrors coming up fast. All clear.
He's through to P2. Just kind of hung around the top 5 much of this race too.
Whatever you're doing, you just keep doing it.
Night. Picking them up and putting them down. Now I gotta be careful because I know those guys behind me are on fresher tires, so gotta maintain right now. And you can see by my indicator, I'm really getting a good launch off the corner.
No one's going to touch you out here today.
It's funny because it seems like when I play the fact I've done more iRacing seems like I've been able to my throttle rhythm's been better when I play these older games like this. I've been able to manage throttle brake versus throttle and brake in these games from playing on iRacing.
Car in front's heading to the pit.
Now the biggest thing that helped me was kind of training myself to back off corner entry to get you the better
Okay, let's use
launch.
that clean air. Keep digging.
So far so good, I still lead Jeff. As we start to get into the lap traffic. Yet again.
Car in front's heading to the pit.
Couple cars pitting.
Cleared out low. Car
Poor David
outside.
Reagan. David Reagan at one point in this race was running third.
Doing great. Nice and steady. Second place is way
He
back.
fell back and
One
I was
outside.
lapping him at one point and got into him while I was lapping him
One
and
up top.
he's never recovered from it. Bounce it up off the wall. Oh, they're bouncing off each other.
Car up high. Still up high.
Carl. Carl that kills people.
Fight's all clear, bud.
Mark.
Car up top, just looking. Right
A
side's
couple
clear.
cars on pit road. No, Carl!
Ride your door, down low, at your door.
Oh, my life just flashed before my eyes.
At your door on the bottom.
Yet again in
Car
this
front heading
race.
to the pit. We having fun out there?
Well, I was. Well, Carl decided to boot, scoot, and boogie my butt. And Danica dive on Mark.
Clear up top. 3 wide, 2 outside. Car at your door.
I just
Up
put
top at your
Danica.
door.
I just sent the 10 car.
Clear on the outside. Flat tire, flat tire. I told you.
They really checked up there.
At your door, up top.
Ooh, I got the move going.
3 wide, 2 outside. Clear on the
Nice
high
launch
side.
out there.
Nice and smooth. You're way out in front. Use that clean
Oh, and I
air.
gotta remember, that's not Ty doing, that's
side.
Austin. Austin was in the 33 in
Car
2013.
outside, at your door. Car in front's heading to the pit.
Except for the Dago start, there's a couple starts he made in the 14.
High side's clear. Got a car low. Left side's
Oh my
clear.
god, they were almost 5 wide.
Low side's clear. Got one working the top. 3 wide.
I
2
can't believe
outside.
I can't believe I just witnessed 5 wide. At
Clear
Martinsville.
Closing on the bottom.
And they didn't
Outside.
die.
Right's clear.
Here's Michael Mrutz's
On the
favorite
bottom,
driver.
3 back. Car approaching your rear. Clear right side.
That's a joke. His BFF.
Car inside, just looking. Keep digging, buddy. Not over yet.
We really had to put out the brakes. 150 to go.
Looks like you've worn the right tire down.
About 30 laps from my next
Car
pit stop
outside.
or so.
Clear up high.
Or should I say I'm about 30 laps from when I want to come in, so.
Car approaching low.
Burton.
Car at your door. Up top at your door.
Into lap traffic I go.
Car up high.
There's Jimmy. I'm looking for Jeff.
3 wide.
He's only
2
about 6
outside.
seconds ahead of me or so.
Run a caution here.
And we're under caution again. Oh, Reagan got into the 43. Collects Burton.
Clean-up truck, are you clear? You want to come in?
Yep, we're gonna stay out here. Me, Jeff, Matt. Brad gets the lucky dog yet again. $146 to go.
Car outside, at your door. You are the leader right now. You are the leader. Clear left. Clear right.
Getting really easy with it right now until I can get clear of the AI.
You're clear.
Going hard around the corner.
We can do this all day.
And I really have a lot of speed after on restarts. Ooh. That thing was dancing on me. I was looking to maybe run my best lap of the race that I just got wicked sideways off for. Oh yeah, I'm starting to dance that rear end a little bit. Ooh, way high, way high. We are loose right now. Loosey goosey. Just gotta remember Chubb's advice from Happy Gilmore. It's all in the hips.
Nice and smooth. You're way out front. Use that clean air.
Nice and smooth. Oh, nice and smooth. It's winding down. 140 to go. So at least 2 more pit stops.
You have fun out there?
The wall a little bit. Ooh, sideways. Quarter to 11 so far. You'll be able to get this done right around midnight, I would think, at this rate. Hopefully before
Car in front's
midnight.
heading
But
to the pit.
Danica got run up the hill, so did Denny. Or Danica ran Denny up the hill, I don't know which one. Hamlin's bitten.
Car outside. 3 wide. 3 wide. You're in the middle.
Yes.
Right's all clear, bud.
Dennis the Menace.
Left side's clear.
Is that Junior? Man, what happened to
Car in
Junior?
front's heading to the pit.
He had the first 17 laps of the race, and now he's back
Car
here.
closer on the inside. Go to the low side.
He kind of went from bad to worse for Junior, from good to bad to worse.
High side. Clear up top. 1 up top. Watch your rear. No one's going to touch you out here today. Car up top.
Gotta be careful right now. I'm just trying to get to the pit stop.
One working the top.
Sideways, don't spin, don't spin, don't
Close in
spin.
on the bottom. He's coming on the inside.
Saved it.
Clear on the inside. Clear right side.
Don't need a wreck right now, just need to
Car up top. 1
be
back.
smart here.
Right side's clear. Car underneath. Clear on the left. Car in front's heading to the pit. At your door up
We got a
top.
couple of pit road. He's got speed.
He's coming low.
I don't know if I saw, I think it was Kenzie's also pitting too, I don't know.
Got 1 working the top.
Just amazing. I don't know what happened to Junior.
Low. 1 on the bottom.
I think he pitted under
Doing great.
one of the
Right, steady.
cautions.
Second place is way back. Clear on the low side. He's
Oh, look
charging.
at that. That's in front of me.
Check
This
your
is not a
inside.
good spot to be in.
At your door up top. Clear low.
130 to go.
Car outside you.
Oh, they're 4
Three
wide.
wide,
Harvick
2
basically ran
outside.
Ambrose into the fence, and we're 4 wide. 4 wide.
4
And we survived.
Outside. Clear on the outside. Looking high. One up top.
We're looking inside Newman. There we go. We get through this. We get through this mess in one piece.
Inside.
Ooh.
Three wide, you're in
I
the
got
middle.
my toilet a little bit.
Inside's clear. Okay, let's use that clean air. Keep digging.
There we go. Get
Clear
clean
up high.
and clear. Oh, there's a bit of a nail biter. Pads on pit
One
road.
outside. Clear right.
Inside need a check.
Two back, coming low.
Does
Right's
he
clear.
get true MTJ? We do.
Car outside, at your door. Clear up top.
See Jimmy up there again.
Car tucked in behind you.
Poor Burton is like, he had
3 wide.
just a
2
non-existent
outside.
day. As far as all the stuff he's been
3
around in
wide.
the end.
3 wide, you're in the middle. Clear left side. Car up high. Looking low. Right's all clear, bud.
125 to go.
Whatever
3
you're
quarters
doing,
down,
just
1
keep doing
quarter
it.
to go. And 35% of this race complete.
Watch your inside. Flat tire, flat tire. I told you. Clear down low. Clear on the left. Outside. Okay, man, crew chief's concerned about your tires. Might want to get in here and get some fresh ones. High side.
This rate looks like my final pit stop will come with about 40 to go at this rate.
Car
If I
outside.
already
Jim.
pit with
We can do this all
any point
day.
after 380.
Car in line with you. Right side's clear. Car inside. Clear left side. Watch your rear. He's right on you.
Getting closer and closer to that 24. Put him a lap down.
You can't stay out there on those tires any longer.
Well, crew chief, I'm going to try to stretch the field at least a couple of laps, so.
Go to the low side. Car up top. The crew's on the wall with fresh tires. Car outside. High side's clear. Looking inside. You're doing great. Nice and steady. Second place is way back.
6 laps, starting to run out of gas.
Alright, I want you to pit this time. Pit this lap. Car high. On your bumper. Clear high. He's charging. Clear right. One down low.
118
Still
to
down
go.
low.
And Carl just sent Jamie.
One outside.
Hard to think that those two were teammates at one time in
Those
their
tires
career,
ain't
cup
gonna
career.
last. Need to pit this time. Get on pit road this lap.
Ooh, 3 wide.
3 wide, 2 high. Whatever you're doing, you just keep doing it. Car at your door. Up top at your door.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to come this time. I think I stretched it far
right
enough.
there. At your door, up top. Car outside. Watch your fuel. You ready to dive in here, buddy? One up
That's
top.
good. We're coming this time. Okay, let's bring it in.
More tape too. Okay, buddy, we're standing by.
115 to go. I'll have to make one more pit stop after this. Make it to the end on gas, so.
Remember what we practiced.
And really, I could stop any time after 80 to go and make it. Let's see, we got 114 to go. If I split it in half, it would be 67.
Awesome job, guys.
No,
Great
that's
teamwork.
57.
Okay, it's time to push that pace now, buddy. Stay focused. We can do this. You're
57.
one lap down. You're the lucky dog. Do everything you can to hold this spot.
So if that's the case, I'll probably split it in half. Really, when I just got spun.
Caution is out.
That's not good. Oh, traffic. So yeah, I'll probably split this last section of the race up. 57 laps each, so E6 57.
I've got a clean up truck and a vacuum
436.
truck out on the racetrack cleaning it up. The road will be open this time.
443? Yeah, 443 would be my last stop. You take the wave around.
Player gets the wave around.
443 would be my next stop. Or the planned final stop, I should say.
Inside.
And we're back on the lead lap. That's what sucks is now I'm back here though.
At your door on the bottom.
So I gotta work my way through this traffic to get back to Jeff.
Car down low.
Ooh,
Leader 6
Travis.
seconds ahead. Left side's clear.
Yeah, 4. Oh
Car
man,
outside.
wait a minute.
At your door.
Yeah, I think I can make it to 443.
Car outside you.
I think it's just gonna be a matter of whether or not the
Car approaching low.
right front lasts to 443.
Move down low. 9/10 is what you made up on the guy in front. 3 wide, 2 high. Right's all clear, bud. He's coming on the outside.
That's a lap car between me and Strimmy. He runs
High
fourth.
side.
Gordon leads.
1 outside.
Ooh, got into
Still
me check.
outside. Car up top. 4 wide.
Ooh, the Cheerios car is getting into it again.
Car at your door. Up top at your door. We're on the high side. There's a 5-second gap between you and the leader. Car high. Still there.
Ooh, come on. Oh, I saved that.
Closing on the bottom. 3 wide. 3 wide. You're in the middle.
Gotta get out of this position.
1 down low. Clear high.
I'm gonna have to send it here, I think.
4
Yeah,
wide.
send it in there. Damn it, man.
Outside at your door. 3 wide. 2 low.
What I
Car
got?
at your door. Down low. At your door. Car inside. Just looking. Car right behind you.
I mean, a caution would be nice right now because it would
First is in front
put me
by
back
8
up there
seconds.
with the leaders, but
Clear left.
I really would like to see this go
Car
green.
approaching high. Car up high.
Oh,
Going
never
to
mind.
yellow, caution's out.
Big mess. Big mess. Yep, Tony cut down on Greg. And the Truex just spun Stewart and then collects Quapple. Or excuse me, Runeman.
The safety crews are clear of the track.
Stay out here, so we'll actually line up fourth on the restart. Newman the lucky dog. Alright. 100 to go. Jeff leads. Or excuse me, 100 to go next time by.
3 wide, 2 inside.
I felt
You're
that,
really
Brad.
good, buddy. Far inside you. Still inside.
I gave that a bump. They're bumping hard.
Far inside at your door. Great work right there, buddy. Top 5. R1 back.
You just have to send it around the top and try to get a hole.
Inside's
There we
clear.
go. That's what I
Outside.
wanted.
Got one working the
Hi,
top.
Jeff. Remember me?
Right's clear.
The guy who led this much of this race?
Clear up high.
Ooh, he's coming
side.
back on me.
Clear on the low side.
Clear, clear, clear.
2 back, coming low.
And we're back to the front. I think that's 23 cautions we've had. Is it 23 or
Keep digging,
24?
buddy. Not over yet.
I didn't quite see it. Try to keep track of the caution count too. There's no question I'm completing this. It's just a matter of how many cautions I have at the end of it and where I finish. So far, so good. We're under 100 to go. Somebody's already pitting.
Okay, let's use that clean air. Keep digging.
Now, anytime after lap 443, I can make it to the end of the race, so. Because that'll be splitting the stage, it'll be splitting this last run in half. Not bad. Car launch is really good.
Slow car ahead.
Jeff still maintains second.
We have fun out there.
Wonder if McDowell wanted to pit and miss the pits. Oh, he's just slow.
High side.
I think Carl's in.
Right's all clear, bud.
90 to go. Bert just hit it. Slide in there. This is the point where I'm just on pins and needles. It's like, you gotta get through this last little bit. Get to that last stop.
High.
I think one of those two cars is
3
good.
wide. 3 wide. You're in the middle.
Actually, neither one of them pitted.
Nice and smooth. You're way out in front. Use that clean air.
Man, I'm amazed at the fall off of Junior, though, from where he was at the start of this race.
One up top.
Yeah, damn near 400 laps ago, I was passing him for the lead.
Right's clear. Car 3 back. Got one working the bottom. Watch your inside. Car outside. At your door. The
Hurry to
tire's
pit
blowing, you wore it
road.
out.
Oh, Junior got
Car
into
3 back.
Danica.
Caution's up.
24 cautions. Yeah? Yeah, I think I panicked Junior into getting into that corner harder, and he just turned Danica.
Clean up truck. Are you clear? You want to come in?
Yep. I'm gonna stick with my strategy. Newman was the lucky dog. 84 to go.
One outside. Keep it low. Keep it low. Right side's clear.
Man, almost 3 wide for second.
Car on the bottom, 3 back. Car on the bottom, 2 back. We can do this all day.
Time to wind down here. So about a little more than 20 laps away from when the window will open to be able to make it to the end on fuel, so just gotta make it to that point. Kenseth meanwhile is second on that restart.
No one's going to touch you out here today.
Upper cars to pit road.
Car in front's heading to the pit.
Somebody else to pit road.
Nice and smooth. You're way out in front. Use that clean air.
Nobody around me at the moment. At this point, don't do anything dumb. Like, don't shift to neutral. $35 to go. Bobby Gordon's been on off
One
pit road.
inside.
Let him go.
Car outside.
In case you don't do it. Ah. That was nearly bad.
Car outside, at your door. Clear right. At your door, up top.
Need to get to lap 443.
outside.
Because at that point I can make it
Right's
to the
clear.
end. At least from that
Car
point.
approaching high. Clear right. Clear left side. Car outside you.
Poor Danica got yeeted by Dale Jr.
Right side's clear. High side's clear. We have fun out there? Car
Not at the
front's
moment.
heading to the pit. Go low. 3 wide, 2 outside.
Little rub.
Put it on the left. Inside. Inside.
Ooh, 70 to go.
Car outside. Clear on the inside. Clear left. Got one working the top. Outside.
Junior working the top? Color me shocked.
Car in line with you. Whatever you're doing, you just keep doing it.
Plan.
Watch your mirror. He's
So far, so
coming up
good.
fast. Car outside.
In the final run of this race.
He's coming on the inside.
One more pit stop.
Car inside, just looking.
93.
Car outside you. He's coming low. Car right behind you. 3 wide,
Ooh,
2 high.
jeez, I just clipped Biffle. 4 wide.
4 wide,
Ooh, I almost got
3
sent.
wide, 3 wide. You're in the middle.
Okay, I'm good. I'm good.
Watch
You're
your
good.
outside. Car at your door. Up top at your door.
Watch 17.
Car down low. Left side's clear.
Ooh, don't put me on the apron.
Looking low. Keep digging, buddy. It's not over yet. Low side's clear. Car 2 back. Car inside. Car inside you.
It's using that high side momentum.
Clear left. Closing on the bottom. Clear down low. 3 back, coming low. Car 1 back. Clear,
You
clear.
got a little loose there.
One outside. Clear on the outside.
Far so good.
Outside. Car approaching low.
Not much I can talk about at this point other than I've
High
almost
side's clear.
put Kenseth back a lap, man.
No one's going to touch you out here today.
Just trying to get to that window where I can stop and not have to come back to pit
Going
road.
low. Got one
Ooh,
working
no,
the
don't
bottom.
spin.
Yellow flag, yellow flag.
Scott Speed. Why, Scott Speed? Why?
Clean up truck, I'm going to need you to go out.
I can't, I'm not in my
Doors
window
are open.
yet.
What do you want to do?
So I gotta stay out. As much as I really don't want to put in the green, I'm almost gonna have to.
Don't spin your tires on the restart. Car outside, at your door. Stay low. Car at your door, down low, at your
Matt,
door.
Matt,
Stay
don't
high.
try it.
Put it on the left. Car inside, trying to get to your corner. Car underneath.
Ooh, jeez, loose. Oh, I caught it.
Clear left side. Okay, let's go get him.
I didn't mean to block, man. I just got loose. I got loose trying to run my line.
Doing great. Nice and steady. Second place is way back.
Might actually make this. Okay, I can pit any time now and be able to make it to the end of the race. I might try to stretch it a little bit further. I might try to stretch it to at least 50 to go to be safe.
Okay, let's use that clean air. Keep digging.
And maintain about 4.2 seconds back to Gordon. I'm closing in on it. Car's pitting.
Car in front's heading to the pit.
Phoenix is in. It's gotta be easy here.
We can do this all day.
More cars gonna come to pit road. Looks like Biffle.
Clear low. Car high. Right's all clear, bud.
$50 to go.
50 to go. 5-0. You can do this.
You're bouncing.
Car in front's heading to the pit.
Okay, I'm gonna pit.
Alright, we're gonna do gas and tires. Water temp's cool. I'm gonna add a little tape. Cruise on the wall and ready.
Yeah, just a little bit. Barring damage that I need to repair, this will be my final pit stop.
Alright, let's make it count, boys. Be ready. Be ready. Way to go,
Road,
boys.
less
Nice
traffic
pit
on
stop.
track.
Doing great, buddy. That pit stop's gonna make all the difference. One lap behind. Okay, man. Keep this position. We're the lucky dog. He's coming low.
Now we just ride it out and see if we can hang on for the dub. We got fuel to the finish now. loose there.
Car in front's heading to the pit. Gotta get to the bottom. Clear right. Car on the bottom, one back.
Get the way, Mark.
Clear on the outside. Car outside. Clear right side.
Be nice to get a caution, just don't want to be the cause of it, you know?
Car at your door. Up top, at your door. Closing on the bottom.
Kurt just got spun.
Gotta spin behind you. Keep going. Left side's clear.
Still green.
Yellow flag.
Up,
Yellow,
up,
yellow,
there it
yellow.
is. Game, I wanted to see if I could actually try to make up the lap. They're just being lucky dog, you know? Oh, Montoya just couldn't get going. He started to pull away, he just couldn't keep going.
The safety crews are clear of the track.
Stay out. We'll get the lucky dog, so we're back on the lead lap.
The player is the free pass car. Way to go, buddy. You got the lucky dog.
That green.
Got a car behind.
So 8 cars on the
One
lead
down
lap.
low.
The leader is Casey
Low side.
Kane.
The leader's a second ahead. Clear down low. Keep it low. Keep it low. Car approaching your rear. At your door, up top.
39 to
Yellow
go.
high. You got this. Nice work, man. Car tucked in behind you.
Back now Casey, and we'll go back to the point. The 26 caution flag. Oh, and I'm gonna get spun. No!
Caution here.
Damn it, Truex. Out the brakes. Oh, that was Kane that spun me.
Racetrack's clear. You coming in, buddy? You staying out?
Nope. Staying out. Newman the lucky dog, so now I believe 11 cars on the lead lap. $36 to go.
Car outside you. Right's clear. Looking inside. Clear on the left. Looking low.
Yeah, 36 to go there. Excuse me. You got it, like, takes a lap before it starts counting them, so. Gordon back to P2.
We having fun out there?
Most of the latter half of this race has been me and Gordon, so. 27 caution
Whatever you're
flags
doing, just
in
keep doing it.
we've had. It's like an actual Martinsville race. More cars pitting. Three to go.
30 to go. 3-0.
Can we finish this off? And for almost 3.5 hours, an actual race broadcast just about.
No one's going to touch you out here today.
Just kind of trying to relax here. We're into
Car in front's heading to the pit.
into the end here, into the closing. Trying to take a breather and not do anything dumb. Ooh, Harvick just got sent, I think, by Jimmy. Either that or he sent it.
You're doing great. Nice and steady. Second place is way back.
We're getting into this lap traffic.
Got one working the top.
McMurray, no, don't do it, Jamie.
Outside. Fight's all clear, bud.
$25 to go.
Car high. Clear on the high side.
3 wide.
3 wide. 2 outside.
Ooh, into Ambrose.
He's coming low.
I thought that was going to be a
Clear high.
caution. That's the one thing I don't want to see right now is a
One
caution.
up top.
Although I think I could survive a
Looking low.
restart.
Right side's clear. High side. Car approaching low. Keep digging, buddy. It's not over yet. Clear up top.
Dane just kind of took care of himself. Mark. Okay, I'm good. Ain't that low side.
Right's clear. Coming on the high side. Car up high.
More Cheerios. Give me a check.
Car 2 back. Car at your door. Up
There's
top
another
at your
PK
door.
racing car.
Clear right side.
Hey.
One up top. High side. Car outside you. Okay, let's use that clean air. Keep digging. One outside.
Oh, hang on. 20 to go.
Clear on the outside. Okay, 20 to go. Car outside. At your door.
We're in the window now.
Clear up high.
Don't need to be dumb. Like I just almost was there with
Check your inside.
Gilliland.
Got a car low. Clear left side. Car 3 back. Car on the bottom, 2 back.
Gonna pull off the dub.
Car up top. Outside. Clear right.
I may actually end up lapping Jeff before the end. I think he's just in front of this group. He's the lead car up there.
Outside. One
Okay.
outside.
16 to go.
It's all clear, bud.
Kurt. I see Casey.
Car outside. At your door. High side's clear.
I see Casey and Matt. Yeah, I think he's just in front of Matt. He
Car
is.
inside. Just looking.
Oh, that's Hamlin.
Hold there.
Ooh.
Go low. Go
Can
low.
you send me into McMurray? Come on,
Inside's
save it,
clear.
straighten it.
Got one working the top. You're doing great. Nice and steady. Second place is way back.
So it's
At your
Jenny.
door up top. Car up top. Just looking. Right side's clear.
14 to go.
Car high.
Here's our top runners.
Clear right side. Gotta get to the bottom.
Okay.
Car outside you.
Yeah, the thing that would really throw him on some ridge and all is that we got a green light checker. $12 to go.
Keep digging, buddy. It's not over yet.
You know, Jeff's pleading right now. Gordon's pleading to, I want a caution, I want a caution. He wants one more crack at me.
It's coming low.
Getting off this corner. I put me on just your bumper.
Right's clear. On your bumper.
10 to go.
10 to go.
And I bought Jeff.
Go high. Go high. Car outside.
We're gonna do it. I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna lap the field.
Right side's clear. Okay, let's use that clean air. Keep digging. Looking low. I told you those tires wouldn't last. Car's blowing a tire ahead of us.
Oh, somebody blew a tire.
Car in front's heading to the pit. 8 to go.
8 laps to go. Gonna be nice, smooth, and steady. And who's in trouble? Pastrada. 6
We're down.
rounds
Slow
trailer.
car, blown tire. 7 to go. Car up high. Clear high. Whatever you're doing, you just keep doing it. 6 to go. Five to go. Car outside you. Work your way around him. Car at your door. Up top at your door. Car up top. Clear right. 4 to go. Looking outside. Clear up top. Slow car with a blown tire ahead of us. Clear on the high side. Nice and smooth. You're way out in front. Use that clean air. Ready to go.
Holding my breath right now.
Got one working the top.
Do not need a caution.
Outside. Light's all clear, bud. Car outside. At your door. Clear up top. Clear on the outside. Watch your inside.
I gotta hold my breath. Last lap.
Come on, pick your lane, buddy. This is it. High side.
3.5 hours. 3.5 hours. 28 caution flags.
Still outside.
And
We
an
can do this
almost
all
DNF
day.
off turn
Car at your
2.
door. Up top at your door.
We've done it.
Left side's clear.
Martinsville 100% challenge
Yes, yes, yes. Woo!
complete.
Way to go, buddy. Great job. Awesome. Awesome, buddy. You were up on the wheel all day. Great teamwork. Take your time, buddy. Give us a good burnout.
Number 1. That was a great drive and an awesome performance.
Take a look at the results. Yeah, I wish it does. I wish it would show how many laps I led. We get the dub. Gordon second. Kenza third. Brad fourth. Casey. David Stremming with the top 10. Newman. And so there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars a lap down. Newman was 2 laps down. And then the big jump from Newman to Logano, 5 laps difference. Wow. Stewart led this race earlier, ended up 9 laps down. Johnson, who was running up there earlier, finished 10 laps down. Danica finished 19th despite being 11 laps down. Poor Dale Jr. Jr. led like the first 17 laps of this race, and he finishes 11 laps down in 22nd. And everybody finished too. So not one person did not finish, so... Man. Well, there you have it. We got the dub. Would have been nice if I could have got the breakdown for that race. Let me see if there's somewhere I can... The online race results. Oh, man, we did it. Yes. 100% challenge complete. I think Bristol will be next. I think Bristol will be next. Probably sometime next week I'll do Bristol. And see if we can go 2 for 2 on 100% races that I've actually completed. But for now, good night, everybody. Have a good night. And I will see you when I see you guys again. Till then, good night. And that